Hey everybody, Kevin Elliott here with Home Dabbler. I'm sitting out here in my early spring garden next to this super cool pak choi plant, and it got me thinking about something that might help you a lot with your garden. One of the hardest gardening chores out there is watering. Okay, you've probably tried all the things like I did. Sprinklers that go back and forth, hand watering things, and it's just a complete aggravation. It's really wasteful. Most of the water goes out into places you don't want it, and it makes weeds and all kind of other things. And so what I want to do is let you in on my very, very favorite gardening technology. This is going to blow your gardening mind. It's called drip irrigation. Drip irrigation. You might have heard about it and didn't know you could do this stuff at home in your home garden. You absolutely can. I've been using it for years. So what I want to do is show you what's involved in putting together an automated drip irrigation system for your garden. There are a few items that I will show you. All of this stuff can be put together with simple tools like your pruning shears. If you set it up properly, you can completely automate your watering. So you don't have to think about watering at all through the whole growing season. That's a total chore lifted off. The first piece of your drip irrigation system is this supply line. You can see it's pretty rigid. It's a little more rigid than a garden hose, but it's not like PVC or anything. This takes the supply of the water around your whole garden. So what you do with the supply line is you want to either run it down one side of your garden or run it around the outside perimeter of your garden, because this is where your individual lines are going to come off of. You can buy this stuff in a big giant roll, and I mean for like less than 50 bucks you can use it forever and ever, by the way. Once you have your supply line laid out, you have several options for what kind of lines you want to run to individual plants or to rows. Now, in my garden, I have both. I have a pretty good garden, as you can see. I just tilled this in the other day. And so I have nice long rows, and you need something that can water long rows nice and evenly. Well, they have this stuff called drip tape. Let me introduce you to drip tape. Oh my gosh. It's flimsy stuff, super thin, like this, see? Okay, and it's flat, like tape. They call it drip tape because there are little tiny holes poked in this tape all the way down every few inches. What you do is you hook this drip tape into your supply line, and it will make a nice even water all the way down the line. You can lay this tape right down in the row next to the seeds, and then the plants will grow up right by the drip tape. And so there is no waste of any kind. There's no water going off and doing weeds. The water drips right down into the ground, right onto the roots of your plants. Super efficient, super healthy, and again, completely reusable. So, how do you attach this to this, right? Well, there are very simple little, they call these emitters. These are just basically little hand tighten. Look, you screw that off. There's a little tool that you're going to use to poke this into there, like that, okay? And then the drip tape slides on like that, and then you simply hand tighten it. That's it. That's it. Hand tighten it. Look. See? Now that goes into the bottom there, and now the supply line water comes through here, and it goes down your drip tape and waters your garden perfectly evenly. Miraculous. Here's the other way you can use this, and they call them emitters. The emitters are for individual plants. This is great for container gardening. This is good if you have tomatoes, where you have them separated from one another. You can use emitters, and what they do is they go into the pipe, and they are regulated. So it won't just have water shooting out the end. These are regulated to let just so much water come out the other end at any one time. So the emitters will let a little drip so you can target right at the base of a plant. They even sell this tubing, see this long tubing? So you can cut it to length. You can run the line as far as you need to run it to your individual plants. Well, now the last thing you have to have on your automated garden is the part that makes it automated. Once you've built all your irrigation with your drip tape and your supply line and your emitters and all that stuff, then what you need to do is go to your big box store, go down someplace and buy a really inexpensive garden watering timer. Okay, it hooks right onto your to the hose bib at your house, and you can set the time of day, the number of how long it waters, how many days a week, whatever, and then let it go. Turn it on, walk away, and your entire garden is automated, watered all through the season. So I buy all my supplies online, and I have a couple really good suppliers that I like, and I would give you their name if they were sponsoring this show with lots of money. In the meantime, message me through the Facebook page, and I will be glad to give you the whole parts list. I'll be glad to give you all my suppliers and all the brands that I use so you can be successful too. That's drip irrigation. It is miraculous. It is revolutionary. It will change your entire outlook on gardening, especially if you live in a hot place like I do. Play with it. Let me know how you do, and automate your garden. Happy growing. Thanks.